Before we get into the specific action from this Chelsea game, just a word on what the confidence levels will be like in that dressing room now at Stamford Bridge. They come into this season having won the Champions League. They look great. They don't concede goals. They've now got the striker they wanted. How will they be feeling?
Oh, they'd be feeling great. I mean, that was a routine Champions League assignment tonight. First game at home. There didn't need to be fireworks. They was a little bit off it in the first half. They wasn't, quite what they have been from previous games, but they got the job done. Tuchel, what shows me tonight was the team is still responding to Tuchel. When he decides to whip the horse, they go, and that shows that they're with him and they're together as a team and a unit. It looks probably the most well-balanced squad out of all the Premier League. Like, when you talk about Man United, all the great players they've got, there's still little question marks over that midfield area, just a tiny question mark. But with Chelsea, strength everywhere. You looked at the bench tonight and you're seeing world-class players just sitting down and not even look like they're going to come on. There's so much strength in depth. So Chelsea's a great club to be at the moment because everything's going so well.
I think Tuchel, I saw an interview before this game and he talked about just the natural confidence that the team has from winning the Champions League, the Super Cup, obviously unbeaten in the league, even going back to last year, sort of their clean sheet since he's come in. And it almost does the team talk for him. That natural confidence. I know at Cobham, Chelsea is a club to be at when you're winning. When they're losing, it's not a good feeling. So he just had to come in. I'm sure at the half-time today, he just had to come in and say, right, ramp it up, guys. And they know what that looks like. And then we saw the professional performance and winning. But as Joe said, they're responding to him. This is a team that everywhere across the pitch, they've got strength. You know what? They've got strength in terms of talent, but they've got strength in terms of stature as well. You were watching it and you went, man, they're a big, strong team.
They're a big, strong team, and they have the know-how now. The experience of winning the Champions League gives you a supreme confidence, yes. But when I watch them at the moment, every single situation that they come into, they go a goal down. They can go down to 10 minutes like they did at Anfield. They can go a goal up, see a game out. They deal with every situation that's coming around the corner now. Every situation they go into, and there's a confidence when they're doing it. There's an assuredness. There's a calmness when they're doing it. And that is, for other teams watching on, I think they'll be looking at that and thinking, whoa, these guys are serious. And you're not seeing many chinks in their armour at the moment. Listen, there's going to be ups and downs in this league. That happens during the season. But at the moment, you're looking at them and thinking, wow, they're answering every question at their door. My only thing with Chelsea is the midfield. If I'm an opposition team looking at Chelsea, I'm thinking, pack out the midfield, outnumber them. They play two in there. Villa, we saw Villa do it at the weekend. That's the only thing. How can Tuchel tactically deal with opposition who pack out the midfield? That's the only way I see Chelsea struggling this season. I think teams will do what Sergei Semak's team did tonight, Zenit. They was good in certain aspects of the game. They blocked the midfield area. They was diligent. They dug in. They was organised, but they didn't have the outlet. There's a couple of occasions when they did everything right, got the ball, looked up, tried to drop it in behind, but then Chelsea have got Rudiger and Christensen, who are rapid at the back, or Reece James or Azpilicueta, good defenders that concentrate, so they couldn't get out. And at the weekend, I mean, we're seeing teams do that. Villa done it. Villa played well to a point. But then you breached the back line, the defence. Who's there? Mendy. Came up with two big saves at the weekend. So, they're answering questions at every single point. It's amazing to see. The transformation in the team's results and the confidence, is particularly in the players that weren't playing that the managers brought in, has been phenomenal.
Shall we hear from him?
Yes, let's get him on.
Here he is then. Thomas Tuchel with Lindsay.
Thomas, congratulations. Before you made the breakthrough, how tough and frustrating a night was that?
No, it was not frustrating. It was tough. It's a very strong opponent, very good players individually to escape pressure. So we had to work really hard to have high ball recoveries, which we did. I felt a huge intensity from us that we brought actually to the game. Tried to keep the intensity high on and off the ball, and that took its time. We struggled a bit to create chances and shots in the first half. Second half was a bit easier for us to find little spaces and to find the moments to shoot and to create chances. And it was a deserved win, but it was hard work. It's the Russian champions. They did a good match. And it took us a while to also make them tired and with our intensity. So, good one. I like what I saw.
We saw Tony Rudiger walk past you. It felt like he was taking matters into his own hands in the second half of that barnstorming run. That really seemed to lift the atmosphere in here.
Yes, sometimes you need stuff like this, and it was not too crazy. It was well done. He put on pressure, and suddenly the gap opened, and he went through and tried to finish himself. Marcos Alonso had a good chance, and then with the time it was like a bit easier because we kept playing a bit better, and I think they got a bit tired, and it was harder for them to constantly defend all the spaces. Yeah, you need it. You need the energy from the crowd. It was a fantastic atmosphere today, and a deserved win, and a tough one. It's good. It's good experience.
And Romelu delivered for you again. What did you think of the ball from Cesar, the leap, the header, and the way he gave the goalkeeper no chance?
Yeah, no chance. It was an excellent header. It was a well-timed cross from Azpi from a good space. It's good because Azpi was brave enough to step up. We had high positions, and the cross was excellent. Behind Romelu was, I think, Kai in the box. So we had bodies in the box, and like in the last game. That's why he's here. He likes to score, and he was again decisive for us, which is great.
Is this another sign of the progress of this team coming through another tough test where not everything is going your way?
Yeah, and we expected a tough one because it's the highest competition in Europe, and it's Russian champion, and with a lot of quality players. So we had to be on our top level, and it was, like I said, I'm happy because we had to work a very lot. It was absolutely not easy. And it is good to constantly perform on that level. So it's another step ahead because winning and another clean sheet is super important for the belief and for the belief and for our process. We're not finished, but we're in a good place to improve.
And how important to start with a win in the group. Juventus winning tonight as well, and of course a tough trip to Turin for you next.
Yeah, of course. It is always tough for me, group stage, since I have the opportunity to coach on Champions League level. Group stage is always complicated because teams are strong, and you need to adapt to different systems, different style of play, to all the situations that can happen, yellow cards, red cards, penalties, whatever. So you have to be absolutely focused, and this is what we were. So first step is done, but there are another 5 matches in the group, and it's a long way to go.
Congratulations.